Hey everyone, back for another review. Last Friday we saw a movie that many believe will be nominated for many awards in Spencer. This week we have another one of these award nominees, or many people believe will be nominated for many awards. Will this movie be better than Spencer, or will it be tolerable? Let's talk about Kenneth Branagh's Belfast.
I don't sink the boat that you built.
Belfast takes place during 1969 Northern Ireland, where we have a conflict between the Catholics who are fighting against the Protestants who are fighting against the Catholics in this mixed area where our main character Buddy lives. And through this conflict, Buddy and his family have to figure out how to live in this situation, as they are, while they're Protestants, they don't want to be part of the Protestant militia, and they have friends who are Catholics, and they don't care who you are, it's just what you are. This is simply probably one of the best movies of the year, in all honesty. It is amazing looking, it's well casted. The story is... This is probably the most closest movie to perfect this year. I was blown away by this. Let's talk about the direction first of all. Kenneth Branagh is the writer and director of this movie, and this is semi-biographical for him. I love the look of the movie. First of all, as soon as you go into the movie, it starts out in color, and you're seeing modern Northern Ireland. And then at one point, it goes over a sign, and as it goes over the sign, everything in the background turns into black and white. It's so gorgeous. Anytime we have to go to a wide shot, it's just held so beautifully. You can tell whoever laid the movie out, whoever is the cinematographer for this movie, really spent his time just like angling everything, and it's gorgeous. While the movie is completely in black and white, there are scenes of color besides the opening. There are scenes where the family will be going to the movies, and while they're completely in black and white, what they're watching is in color. And it's so gorgeous because it makes such a stark contrast to what the rest of the movie is. Let's get to the easy part, the acting. This movie is told through the child Buddy's point of view, starring Jude Hill. And he is so perfect in this role, as he has to struggle because he's a 9-year-old going through all this change. Like, he's seeing these riots happening, these fights happening, but at the same time he's also going to school. He has a cousin who wants to join the militia, and then there's all the stuff with the parents, and then he also has grandparents. And while that may sound like there's a lot going on, the movie knows how to handle it. And like I said, Hill is fantastic in this movie. He is charming, he's witty, he carries his own dialogue, and he just gives us this very young point of view through this heavy lens, through this powder keg of a city. And I was really with him the whole time. As a child actor, they can be grating at times, but I think he did his job really well. Like, when he's at the movie theaters and he's watching the movies, you can just tell the child wonderment in his eyes. When things is heavy and he has to throw a temper tantrum, he is. There are moments where he's in the middle of riots, and you believe everything, and you would believe that's something this character would do. He was fantastic. Let's go with the other characters as well. The mother and father, they are absolutely great. They have real chemistry. Like, I bought that. This is a couple who really love each other, but at the same time, they're also a couple who are facing a lot of hardships because the father has a job that he has to go to England for. So he'll leave the family for stretches at a time. And the mom has to carry on and take care of these two kids that they have. And there is one scene that's really cool with them where the dad acknowledges this, and it's a really powerful scene. They also have a scene together where he serenades her, and it is so gorgeous. Not only is it gorgeous, you can tell the love for these two characters have for each other. And it really makes the movie. There's a lot of heart in this movie. Let's talk about the two outstanding characters, the grandma and the grandpa. These are two old people who've been married forever, who give each other crap, and they will go back and forth with quips, but you can tell there's still a real love there that's holding them together. And anytime you see the grandma and the grandpa interact, there's one scene in particular where it's just them two in the scene, and you could have kind of cut it out the movie, but it just makes their connection so much stronger because it's just so well acted. And Judi Dench, who plays the grandma, she's probably going to get nominated for a Best Supporting Actress, and there's a good chance the grandpa, played by Colin Hinds, I believe, he's going to get nominated too. He is hilarious as this free-thinking person who's giving out all this advice, but you can tell he's like not complete. He's deep thought without a lot of depth to it, if that makes any sense. But I really loved them. Besides the cinematography of this movie, I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack works exactly right for this movie because there are some montages and there are parts where they will play long stretches of music. Not long, but like a minute or two. And it went exactly along with the movie. It's shot wonderfully. I thought the writing was very cool and simple. It knew when to be funny. And also you really believed that these people were having these conversations. There's a conversation between the dad and the son, Buddy, late in the movie where Buddy comes up to him and says, "Oh, I want to marry that girl someday." And then he goes, "Okay." And then Buddy goes, "But she's Catholic and we're Protestant." And the dad's like, "Who cares? As long as they're good people." And listen to the terms that he throws out, the dad, because there's Jamie Dornan is the dad. It's not only very heartfelt and sends a very good message, it does at the end get really funny. This movie knows how to get funny. It knows the right time for the humor to break up the tension. There's probably two things bad I want to say about the movie, if anything. One, the older brother really gets no time in this movie, and that's kind of disappointing. And two, I kind of wish they would have shown more of the rioting going on and the fighting, because we get a scene at the beginning and we get a scene near the end, but in the middle it's kind of like the dread that hangs over the movie, which is perfectly fine. I just kind of wish they had a little bit more of it in there, or if they would have developed more the leader of the militant Protestants, because it would have made sense. But there are moments in this movie where you will see people playing, having fun and everything, in a blink of an eye a riot would happen. Things would be going chaos all over the place. And I really enjoyed those moments because it really gave heft to this movie. And once again, because it's taking place through Buddy's eyes, the child, it seems like so fantastical that all of a sudden you were running around playing with all these people not caring who they are or what they believe in, to all of a sudden this moment where like there's straight up hatred happening, where they would run destroying houses and go, This one's Catholic, we're going to get that one. Oh, this one's Protestant, leave that one alone. Let's move on. And I really enjoyed this movie. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I'm going to easily give Belfast a 9.5. This will get nominated for many awards I see next year. And it is Kenneth Branagh's love letter to Belfast. And you really felt it. Once again, not only from the artsiness of everything it was shot, the way it was shot, the choices to use black and white in places and color in other places. This is a well-acted movie across the board. Buddy's mom is a real highlight in this movie, and she plays her role perfectly. There's a scene where she finds out that Buddy was looting, and like a badass, she just grabs him and just in the middle of the riot and say, "You put that back." It doesn't. I don't want to get into spoilers. It doesn't. But like, that's the type of family they are, and like I said, everyone felt well casted. All the relationships felt real. I really wish the older brother would have either not been in the movie or had a little bit more to do in the movie. Actually, Buddy's cousin had more to do in the movie than his brother. So that felt kind of odd, but this is a fantastic movie. I hope everyone sees it. If you plan on seeing Belfast, let me know in the comments below. If you don't, why? Maybe you haven't seen the trailer enough. But it is kind of an art house movie, but I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah, this is one of my favorites of the year. So until next time, go out of your way to see Belfast. Later.